Hello everyone, time for me to share with you an article which you can find on the NLP for Kids blog page. This one is called Happy Everywhere. A couple of weeks ago, NLP for Kids went into schools offering free confidence building workshops in exchange for pupils donating to children in need. Lewis, my assistant, and I went to Christchurch School where we worked with 4 classes, years 3 to years 6. Each class had over 30 pupils and the workshops were performed back to back. So in short, we worked with over 120 pupils in the space of 4 hours. At the end of each workshop, the pupils are encouraged to complete a feedback form, telling us what they enjoyed, what they found difficult, and how their NLP for Kids practitioner had performed. One little girl had written me something that really got me thinking. In the world of NLP and self-development, there's a great deal of suggestion that being positive is the best way to be all of the time. However, this is something that's always irritated me. It's as if we're saying that all emotions other than happiness are damaging in some way or negative. And actually, this is not the case. Even anger and sadness have their place. They are a way for us to express ourselves, to release our feelings, and sometimes to move on. Sometimes they allow us to set boundaries so that we're not taken advantage of. Sometimes they enable us to be aware of stresses or strains that we're under that we need to get addressed. Those who claim to be happy all of the time are repressing the natural spectrum of human emotion. It's unhealthy and unhelpful to try and always be positive. I remember once saying to someone something like, "I'm not sure what will happen, but I hope it's this." They, being an advocate of positivity and a freshly qualified NLP guru, responded with, "Hope is the currency of those who believe they have already failed." I was flabbergasted. The temptation to lie and say, "Actually, my favourite niece is called Hope," was almost too much. I would never claim to be in a permanent state of positivity, in the same way I wouldn't claim to always be certain about what I'm doing or what I want. I think, like anger, sadness and uncertainty, hopefulness can absolutely have its benefits. So I'd been thinking about the best way to maintain a good state in a realistic way. I knew that for me at least, being happy all of the time would be unwanted and unachievable. Then, as if by magic, a small girl who was about 8 years old provided me with a remarkable solution in her feedback form following the NLP for Kids Meets Pudsey event 2 weeks ago on Children in Need Day. One of the questions on the form said, "What is the most important thing you've learned today?" Her reply was, "That I can be happy everywhere." Wonderful. No longer must we feel the guilt of not being happy all of the time. The answer is not to be happy all of the time, not even every day. It's to be happy everywhere, which is a much easier task.